Here is what just came in the mail. Berkley TECCAT Catfish. I just got it out of the box. And I'm going to be doing a quick review before returning it. Let's start with the pros because I feel the cons are a lot heavier. Build quality. The finish of the rod it just looks expensive, okay? Look at this reel seat. Look at the nut, which is aluminum. It just looks expensive. The foregrip has these very cool finger depressions. It's very comfortable. The guides, my God, look at these guides. This thing can handle 200-pound fish, no problem. And look at the finish. The guides really look expensive. They're not the shiny chrome looking or just bare steel. And all of the guides are like this. They have this reinforcement on the back. All of them, as they get smaller, the rod has 9 guides. Okay, so the finish looks expensive. The guides are extremely strong, and the rod is extremely light. It's lighter than any of my ugly sticks of the same length, even though it is much thicker. Now, before I start the bashing of the rod, let me show you. Let me try to convince you that I'm a big Berkley product fan actually. Count how many ugly sticks you see here. 2 spinning striper rods, 2 baitcast striper rods, 2 baitcast catfish rods, 2 baitcast tiger light rods, 2 spinning tiger light rods. These are all 7-footers. So I have just here 10 ugly sticks, and I have 3 more in 7.6, 7 foot 6 inch, and 1 8-footer. So if I bought that many, I'm not somebody who hates ugly stick and Berkley. Let's start with what I don't like about the rod. First of all, here is the model of the rod. 7-foot, medium power, 10 to 20 pound test line, and from 1/2 ounce to 3 ounce weight. So I didn't go for the medium heavy or the heavy, which are also available. I went for the medium power because I don't like rods that are too strong. Now, this thing, let me take it out a little bit. The handle of this thing, let me put it in perspective. The handle of this thing, this is Shimano, right next to a Shimano TDR 8-foot rod. Compare the handles. This thing has much longer handle than the 8-foot Shimano and much thicker handle. The thickness and the length of the handle are different than anything I have. I mean, compared to all of the ugly sticks, look at a comparison with an ugly stick catfish rod. I mean, it makes the ugly stick catfish rod look like a slim, tiny, whatever, crappy rod in comparison. Look at the thickness of the blank itself, much thicker compared to the tiger lights. I mean, even more pronounced. Tiger lights are kind of slim for an ugly stick. They're very slim and elegant rod. This thing is a monstrosity. So first thing, the size, way too big, way too thick for my taste. This thing looks like a saltwater rod. These guides in particular, I bet they're taken off as something that Berkley makes for saltwater. Only saltwater guides look like this. Okay, so I don't like the size. And this is mind you, I bought the medium power. I mean, it makes you wonder what the medium heavy and the heavy will look like. Then the handle. It's EVA foam, okay? I mean, it's nothing better than any of the, yeah, you have these depressions on the fingers, but the foam itself seems to me that it's identical to the foam of the Catfish, ugly stick Catfish, or the ugly stick striper rods. With this difference here, instead of just simple foam, they put this shrink wrap on top of it. Let me tell you about this shrink wrap, okay? I put this on some of my rods myself. Here it is, okay? Okay. You can buy 10 foot of this for $3 on eBay. This is what they put. So this rod costs $100. So the only difference in the handle material with the $40 ugly sticks is this freaking shrink wrap. Okay, very disappointing. The rest of the rod, the handle, the reel seat looks nice, better than any of the ugly sticks. The guides look expensive, better than any of the ugly sticks. But the handle material, very cheap. Look at the handle material of the Tiger White rods, again from the same company. A rubberized cork. This thing is super pleasant to touch and super durable. And the foam on top is about the same. So handle material is, I mean, the Tiger White rods, full MSRP is $70, but they had all kinds of deals on this. You could buy them for half price until recently, the older models at least. Then the power of the rod, okay? This rod says, again, 10 to 20 pound line and half ounce to 3 ounce weights. Try to compress this with one hand. It's heavy. Okay, this is, again, to put this in comparison, the load that is required to bend this rod, this medium power rod, is much bigger than what is required to bend any of my other ugly sticks, any of my other 10-foot ugly sticks. Not only that, but this is medium power rod, okay? These are medium heavy, the ugly stick Catfish. Much easier to bend than this thing. These are medium heavy Tiger Whites, much easier to bend than this thing, okay? The two spinning rods from Tiger White that I have are actually heavy power. Look at this, action heavy, okay? My spinning rods that are heavy action, focus, focus. My spinning rods that are heavy action are easier to flex than a medium power of this thing, okay? So this rod, any fish under 50 pounds, don't bother using this rod. I mean, you're not gonna flex it, okay? I don't even know what is required to flex the heavy power and the medium heavy power of this thing. This rod is to me not a catfish. This is a saltwater shark rod. That's it. This is a strictly medium to large size shark saltwater rod. Okay. Oh, one other thing. If you order from Berkley instead of eBay or Amazon, you will get one free lure that costs, they say, about $10, and I believe it. Come on, focus now. Okay, you get one free whatever jerkbait. So yeah, this thing MSRP $100, no way. Oh, another thing I missed. The action, if you care, is a true moderate action. While most of the, as you can see, it flexes from the middle, not from the tip. Okay, so most of these, the white ugly sticks, they're fast action rods. Even the Catfish, it's more moderate than the striper, but it's still fast action rod. This is a true moderate action. The description is correct about that. But the feeling of the rod is very different than any of those ugly sticks. Those ugly sticks, you can feel the glass component of it, meaning they feel heavy and flexy and rubbery. This feels like carbon. This is extremely light with all of this huge size. This rod is extremely light. It's lighter than anything I have on the wall over here. And still is so thick. So this is achieved when you use carbon. Carbon is very light and casts very far but doesn't flex very well. So the feeling, I don't like the feeling. It feels like a stick, no flex. I like a flexy, elastic rod. So this is my review. If you consider buying this rod, this is what my observations are. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, don't forget, hit subscribe, hit that bell icon, and you never miss another video. Thank you.